Hey everyone, I'm here in Vinoy Park. Wanted to do a yin flow with you guys. So for this practice, we'll just need a single block and a yoga strap, or just anything that you have that you can substitute for it. Let's start in hero's pose. I'm going to place a block under the sits bones. Takes tension off the knees. And we'll just take a moment here to center in. Relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Permission to close the eyes. And just do a mental scan from all the way from your toes up to your head. Noticing how your body feels today. Scanning the feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips, the shoulders, the neck, the head, the elbows, the fingers. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale, let it all go. Take a few more deep breaths here. Allow the jaw to soften. Good. You can slowly open the eyes and continuing the deep breath through the nose. Now, as you inhale, once you inhale, lift the shoulders, and as you exhale, bring them back and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring them back and down. Following the breath here. Warming the body. And then we'll go the other way. So we'll inhale, lift the shoulders, and exhale, bring them forward and down. Good. I'm going to turn a little bit of music on for us. You can continue to follow the breath with your shoulder movements. Relax the arms, and let's grab our strap. Keeping tension in the strap, I want you to hold your hands out in front, further out than your shoulders. Aligning the spine over the pelvic bowl. Just take a big breath here and let it go. Keeping the tension in the strap, let's raise it up a little higher, level with the eyes, and breathe. Bring the strap up a little higher, keeping the tension, and breathe. Bring the strap above the crown, hold and breathe. Bringing the strap slowly behind, opening up the chest here. If this is too much tension, no problem. Just spread your arms out a little bit wider. If not, just keep them where they are. Holding the tension in the line, coming a little bit further back. Further back. And as low as you can handle. Good. We're going to slowly work our way back up. Remembering to keep the tension. Good. Now you can alternate, just kind of breath, alternate making arches overhead. Good. strap up overhead over the crown, keeping our tension. Take a big inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring the strap over to the right. Hold and breathe. On your next inhale, come back to center. Inhale, lengthen, reach through the crown. Exhale, come over to the left. Take a few breaths here. On your next inhale, rise up to center. Let's do one more with a breath each side. Now you can relax the arms. We'll keep the strap, but we're gonna bring it around back. About the middle of your ribs here. And equal distance on each side. Bringing the straps over the shoulders and clasping them from the front. I want you to interlace them behind you like a harness. Okay? As we sit, let's pull tension forward and down, and this is going to bring your shoulders back and down. This is great posture. The cool thing about this here, you can actually even interloop it and tie it, and as you work from home, this is a great way to like work on your posture. You can go around the house this way. But either way, we're gonna hold these straps, keep the tension in the line, and bring the head over to the right for a stretch. This kind of just enhances it. Inhale to center, exhale to the left. Hold and breathe. Inhale to center. Begin to just make circles with the head. Keeping the tension in the line. Let the strap go, unravel it from behind. Set it aside for now. Let's sweep the hands out and behind the head, interlacing the fingers, and grab the base of the skull. When you do this, our natural tendency is to pop the ribs forward. Try and tuck the ribs so they're neutral with the spine as you bring the hands behind the head. Take a big inhale, lengthen through the spine, reach to the crown, and as you exhale, begin to tuck the chin and bring the navel to the spine. Bringing the elbows together almost as if you're going to touch. Exhale, release. Slowly inhale, open up. Bring the gaze up to the sky. Then inhale, come back down. Tuck the navel to the spine. Exhale. Open the heart, bring the gaze up to the sky. Continue to follow the breath here. Feel like a flower blossoming. Return to neutral and relax the arms down. We can bring our block out from under us and come into tabletop position. Bring the right palm up to the sky and just hold some weight, stretching out the wrist. This prevents carpal tunnel. Great way to strengthen the wrist, especially if you've been doing inversions. You really want to take the time and do these movements. Let's bring the left palm up to the sky. Just hold here. If the weight's too much, just shift it over to the other hand. You can go forwards and backwards. Release the palm. We'll do it one more time each side. Sit back, shake the hands out. And make fists with your hands as tight as you can and begin to create circles, strengthening the wrists. In yoga, you do so much on your hands. Go the alternate way. Release and shake it out. Okay, let's come back into tabletop. Tuck the toes and lift the knees just a few inches off the ground. You just want to hold here. This is going to create heat in the body. And for some extra challenge, bring the right hand, touch the left knee, bring it back. Left hand to right knee. Trying to alternate here, making as little movement as you can with the body. And just moving the arms, touching alternate knees. I think we've created some heat. Let's release the knees down. Step the feet back into plank pose. Hold here. Tuck the navel to the spine. Make sure your tailbone is neutral. Reach through the crown. Engage the heels. Raise the hips up to the sky for downward dog. Pedal out the feet. Inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog. Bring the right knee and the right foot forward at a 90-degree angle. Now there's, for most of us, a little gap here unless you're extra flexible. Where the gap is, I want you to place a prop here. Untuck the back toes, release the left knee down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come down onto the forearms in resting pigeon. We're going to hold this pose for about 3 minutes. Let me set my timer. This is a great stretch for your hips. We tend to carry a lot of stress and anxiety in our hips. So it's really important to let that all go and release that tension that we hold. Permission to make a little pillow with the forearms and just relax. Focusing on the breath. exhale, remembering to soften with the breath. Allowing the body to stretch a little bit deeper. Tuck the back toes of the left foot, push into the hands, or release the right leg back into downward dog. Pedal out the feet. You can move your block to the opposite side. Giving the body a minute to recover. Lift the left leg high, three-legged dog. Bring the left knee to meet the left hand. Release the back right foot down. And try to line the foot so it's at about a 90-degree angle. Grab your prop and tuck it under your left hip for support. Let's inhale, find length in the body. As you exhale, slowly begin to walk the hands down onto the forearms and resting pigeon. I'll start my timer here. We're going to hold for 3 minutes. Depending on your flexibility also, you can always raise the floor higher to meet where you need it. So if you need 2 blocks or a bolster, whichever you need to raise the floor to you so you're not straining, and you definitely don't want to have any torquing or tension in the knee. under the shoulders. Hold here a moment. Tuck the back toes of the right foot. Bring the weight into the hands. Release the left leg back slowly and pedal out the feet. Move your block off the mat. And as we're in downward dog, I want you to hinge your elbows out for a pike push-up, just like so. Then walk the fingers back about hand distance toward the feet. Hinge the elbows for another pike push-up. Walk the hands back again. Pike push-up. Walk the hands back to meet the feet. Keeping that heat in the body. Let's bring our hands, palms up under the feet. Relax, then allow the head to fall for a forward fold. We're going to hold here for a few minutes. With each exhale, allow the body to fully surrender. You can always create some bend in the knees if that's better for you. Remember, you should not feel pain, just tension. Last few moments down here, remember to thank your feet for supporting you all day. Give them a little love. You can unravel your hands, and when you're ready, we'll begin to walk our hands toward the top of the mat, foot holding in the middle for a pike push-up. Walking the hands, top of the mat, pike push-up. A little bit further out, another push-up. Staying in high plank, we're going to bring our right foot outside the right hand in lizard pose. Allow the left knee and the foot to unravel. You can either hold here, or if you're comfortable, you can come down onto the forearms and rest here. Also, if the ground's too low for you, you can always raise the floor with a prop, a block, a bolster, whatever you need. I'm going to turn my stopwatch on. Hold here for 2 minutes. a great way to stretch your psoas muscle, open up the hips. Where'd my son go? Got chilly. Remembering to let the body soften. Wherever you're holding tension, just breathe into it, and as you exhale, just let it go. Shoulders, and then just straighten the front leg and just allow yourself to recover here for a few moments. And we'll shift back forward, bring the right leg back to meet the left, and raise the hips up to downward dog. Put out the feet and neutralize the body. We'll shift forward in a high plank. Bring the left foot outside the left hand. Release the right knee and untuck the right foot for lizard pose. Begin to come down in your reclining posture, whatever that is for you. We'll hold here for 2 minutes. Walk the hands under the shoulders, hold here a moment. And you can begin to straighten the left leg, push back, hold here and breathe. right toes, back foot. Lift the knee up, release the left foot to meet the right into high plank. Raise the hips to the sky, downward dog, pedal out the feet. You can sink the knees down to the mat and grab your block. If you have a bolster, this is also a great time to use this. I did not bring mine, however. I encourage you to use yours. So we're gonna spread the knees out wide and the ankles will align with the knees, toes pointing out. This is called frog pose. And we're gonna walk the torso down onto our prop, like so. Adjusting how wide you want your knees. And then extend the arms straight out and relax. I'm gonna time us here for 3 minutes. This is a great stretch for the inner thighs. Just let your body surrender to the earth. Soften between the eyes, relax the jaw, and stay with the breath. Here, you're doing great. You can slowly bring the hands toward the body and push yourself up. Bringing the feet under the sits bones and sitting back like a wide-legged hero's pose. Bring the knees together and feel your practice. We'll bring the feet around, sitting on the mat, legs out in front. And here we're going to use our strap again. Bring the strap over the feet, and as you inhale, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, you'll slowly walk yourself toward the feet for a forward fold. We're going to hold here for about 2 minutes. the next inhale, you can slowly begin to rise. Inhaling, lengthening the body. You can kind of wiggle out the feet here, the legs. Keeping the strap laced around, we'll do it over starting with the right foot. We're going to recline back, lying down on the mat, and grabbing both straps, we're going to begin to walk our hands up the strap, bringing the right leg up overhead for a nice hamstring stretch. You can breathe and pulse here if you'd like, or keep it at one position. Inhale, lengthen, and as we exhale, we're going to begin to bring the right foot over to the left, looping the strap around the hand for an extra lock, bringing the foot over to the side. We're going to hold here for a few moments. You can kind of play with your leg here. Raising it up higher is going to increase your flexibility. On your next inhale, we'll slowly begin to pull the right leg back to center. And keeping the dominant hand looped in the strap, we'll begin to bring it over to the right side. Flexing through the heel. If you're finding that you can't quite bring your foot all the way down, you can always use a block here and allow it to rest. Slowly begin to walk the foot back up to center and release the right leg down. You can swap the strap over to your left foot, like so, and begin to walk your hands up the strap, bringing the left leg up overhead. You can breathe and pulse here. Pulsating is a healthy and great way to increase flexibility with the breath, allowing the muscles to know that they're safe where they're going and not causing any tear in the muscle. Dominant hand around the strap, you can bring the left foot over to the right side. spine over to the left hand. And slowly release over to the left side of the body. Again, if you need a prop here, please use so. Slowly begin to walk the strap up the center and release the left leg down to meet the right. You can unhook your strap, lay it off to the side for a final resting pose, Shavasana.
What a beautiful sunset.
Allow the body to completely surrender to the earth. Allow the jaw to soften. Relax the eyebrows.
What a beautiful sunset. No others.
Turn the head side to side on the mat, waking up the body.
What a beautiful sunset.
When you're ready, you can roll over to your right side in a fetal position.
What a beautiful sunset.
And keeping the eyes closed, you can slowly sit up to a comfortable seat. Relax the arms, relax the hands over the knees. Take a few breaths here. Notice how your body feels after your practice. Thanking yourself for showing up today on your mat. And I thank you also